Hey everybody, it's the Metal. Sorry it's been a long time since I did any update or something like this. It's, especially all summer, I've been busy. I think it's probably been even before the summer that I put anything up, right? Maybe. I know I put up like this really short little scan of the mall just around when the whole lockdown started. Not that I've been paying attention to the lockdown in the slightest. It has not really affected me, but for the most part, I haven't needed to go out because I've been busy literally all summer. I don't remember if I've told anybody, but I was working on a project for the 100th anniversary of the Tezuka manga contest, which if anybody's interested in how that went, you can read it over on my site, Next Time Is Chaos. But because of that, I've been kind of dead as far as like updating people, contacting people. I haven't hung out with anybody, really. Not except for like maybe my own family. But I've still been going for walks. I guess I probably could have been vlogging more often, since I have been walking around town as if nothing's changed. It's been great. There's absolutely nobody around for the most part. Like now things have opened up a bit more, obviously, so you do see some cars on the road, but most people still aren't going anywhere if they don't have to. They've kind of just been staying home. So I can walk around anywhere, nobody bothers me. I think I saw some kids earlier. They asked me if I was from around here. I guess they're probably also not used to seeing people walking around. Like, yeah, I've been in this town, not the whole time, but for most of my life. I've lived in this city more often than not at this point. But you know, it's actually been a pretty good day. I like going for walks. I haven't been able to go for long walks. That's the thing. It's probably what's been stopping me from doing any updates, is because I've only been going for like quick walks around my neighborhood. And I've just been putting music on. It's hard for me to get into a flow. It's just enough to keep my legs from being restless while I work. Because I get very restless. And if I get restless, I can't concentrate. We even have like a little bike pedal thing that I can whip out so I can try to burn through some stuff, some energy. But for me to be really productive, I need to go on like a long walk or a jog or something. Even just a jog around the neighborhood's not enough. I don't burn enough energy doing that. I have to go long distance. And that's what I did today. I went, still not even long distance for me, but it's enough to make a difference. I went all the way down to, actually I'll turn this way, down the trail. I went all the way down this trail in my area. If you are familiar with my channel, you've probably seen me walk it before. That leads from the area where I live, down by a park called Virginia Weaver, all the way down to a park called Dot Thomas, which I'm very familiar with both of them growing up. And I think it's like 3.1 or 2. It's probably like a 5K if I actually think about it. We just don't have any of the metric measurements next to it, so it's just like the imperial. And so we've got like I think it's like a 5K walk, and then take us some twists and turns on the way back, so then take the exact same way back. Probably gonna end up walking close to 6.5 or 7 miles in total. Pretty short walk, but it's more than what I've been doing, so yay. But I do have, I'm starting to get back into the swing of things. One of the things I hate about doing a project with a firm deadline like that is that it's pretty much the only thing you can work on, right? And I'm the type of guy that tends to juggle projects. It takes me forever, I guess, to get something out from the time that I notify somebody. So that, I guess, that kind of sucks for people waiting, but for me, I'm more productive if I juggle projects. I guess I get into ruts. I don't get like writer's block or anything like that. My block comes from not being active enough. So anytime I can't think of something, I'll go for a walk, and by the time I come back, I'll probably have the answer to whatever it was. The circulation oxidizes my brain. Oxidize is probably not the right word, but it gets oxygen to my brain. But I'll get into like a rut, like maybe like a melancholy. I will grow exhausted from whatever I'm working on, and that's not a good thing. So I need to juggle stuff, and if I'm not juggling stuff, I'm not happy. And that's what I'm going to do. So I've got a few things on the pipeline. Hopefully some of them will come out. Again, if you're familiar with the channel, you're probably used to nothing ever coming out. Or if it does, it's like a year or two after I announced it. But I am getting back into the swing of working on the webcomic. I wanted to have a page done by like the weekend. Obviously that didn't happen. It's Monday. Right? It is Monday? I don't know. I can't check the day on my phone. I'm assuming it's Monday. Yeah, because we had to do the podcast late yesterday. It was Sunday. But yeah, I wanted to have a page done by the weekend. Did not happen. We had guests over. Anytime that happens, it just completely upsets my workflow. And I can't even get back into it. But I've got the page set up. About to frame it up. So we will get back into getting the webcomic updated. I'm also building sprite sheets because I'm gonna make some animations for X Dynamis Chaos, where I do some voice acting, get some other people involved, and I'm just gonna animate it entirely in video game sprites using like keyframes and stuff. That's what I'm used to for animation, and honestly, I'm a hell of a lot better than I used to be. Instead of just using Paint and Windows Movie Maker, do everything frame by frame, I can actually layer things and do things with keyframes now, so I can make the backgrounds separate from the characters and move them across the screen independently. It'll be great. Oh boy, yeah, I never even used to use Flash back in the day. Imagine how frustrating it was for me. It's probably why my animation sucked, but hey, I was learning that back in high school. But yeah, I was going to get some animations. They'll take a while, so I'll probably only have like maybe one out a month every other week or so. If that, I'm juggling other things, right? Get back to writing. I've got a chapter that's almost done that I need to finish that I can put up. And cool news is Eno, if you're all familiar with him, college roommate, was a co-host on the Vomitorium, a bunch of other things, is, from my understanding, nearly done with animating, well, to a degree animating, but he's editing animation the same way, using keyframes and effects, the dub for episode 1 of X Dynamis Chaos. So look forward to that. That should be coming out pretty soon. By pretty soon, I mean, I hope within a month. He does the same thing as I do, and I think right now his priority is, I don't know if he gets paid or not, doesn't really matter, he's an older friend, is that he does video editing for our friend Le'Veon's YouTube channel. So, and the thing I asked him to do has to sit on the back burner to that, which, I'm perfectly understanding for that. Absolutely no problem there. I just don't want to get your guys' hopes up that it'll be out within the month. Hopefully we'll, though. I'm looking forward to it. I want to say that's it. I don't know. Life is great. Like, I know we've been in this weird pandemic thing going on, and it has affected different people disproportionately, as everything in life will. So, I'm not going to say just because my life is great, everybody's is, but life in general is great. And you need to, even if things are in the dumps, look on the brighter side of things. Just because you've always got good and bad things to look at. And you shouldn't ignore the bad things, but it's easier to tackle those bad things if you're focusing on the good things, Like, you got to keep your morale up. And studies show that if you want to keep your morale up, if you're suffering from depression and you aren't in the very, very, very rare minority of people who have just like a chemical wiring problem where your body just produces the wrong type of chemicals no matter what you do, those do exist. You need to go see a physician or some type of person who can diagnose that. A psychiatrist can't. They can medicate you, but they can't actually diagnose that. You need actual blood tests and stuff to find that out. But if you're not in that like under 2% of the population, go get some exercise, okay? You could have like genuinely wrong things going on in your life to make you sad, and that's fine. But exercise releases endorphins. Like, go for a jog, man, in the sunshine. Vitamin D is a big fighter of depression. Even a lot of our antidepressants have vitamin D in them. Go for a jog in the sunshine. If you can't do a jog yet, walking does help. It's not like a jog. Your depression probably won't go away fast if you just walk. But at least you can build up the stamina you need to go for a jog. But if you really want to start feeling better, go for a jog regularly. In the sunshine, get some vitamin D, you'll feel good. Anyway, I've been the Metal. You guys have a good one.